Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I know I haven't been posting a lot lately. I kind of lost motivation for editing, but hopefully we're getting back at it. In this video, character Firefly had her old past come up. She's been getting letters from an old friend for a while, and that old friend came and visited. It didn't actually go that great, but trauma. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing, and let's get into the video. While I haven't seen Bunny in a couple days. It's kind of making me nervous, if I'm being honest. But it is how it is.
Firefly? Firefly? Is that you? Firefly! What?
No.
Why do you seem so surprised? Well,
I haven't.
did you not get my message? I sent you a message in your mailbox, remember?
No.
I told you I was coming here.
No, you haven't
What?
sent me a message in a long time. I haven't gotten any letters from you.
Hey, put down the sword. Put it down. Put it down.
Oh, sorry.
Put,
I was just I'm dreaming, right? This. You're
dreaming. No, I'm here for real. Aren't you happy to see me? It's been so long. I haven't seen people in days. It's been a really long walk here.
Right. Maybe I'll just look in my mailbox. You did leave a letter.
Did you not? Yeah, of course I did. Why would I be lying to you?
Well, I haven't seen you since I was like, 7 years old. It's, I just, whoa. What are you doing here?
What do you mean what I'm doing here?
You're supposed to be back at the village with everybody else.
The city got blown up. It's gone. You know that, right?
What? No.
Like I had to stay there for a really long time without you being there, and I had to take care of your mother for like 7 years straight. And you weren't there for any of it.
Yeah, but that's not my fault. My
You
mother.
You could have come back for just like a visit, like you maybe could have like helped me out a little bit, it was a bit stressful having to deal with all of that.
Well, it's not my fault. My mother didn't. I had to come here because my mother didn't believe in the gods. I do.
You still believe in the gods?
Of course I do. They're real. I've seen proof that they're real. You still got my mother's ideology stuck in your head.
Your mother is dead.
She's dead.
No, know about that. I swear I sent you a letter about that, didn't I?
Well, I knew she was about to die, but well, good riddance on her. She never loved me as a mother. I mean, she
What?
She wasn't a good person. And
Well, how can you judge that? You weren't there for like half of her like last few years. You just left.
But I had to. You don't understand.
You had to leave.
Yes.
Well, even if you had to leave, maybe you could have come for maybe a visit.
No,
Maybe a visit would have been nice,
but Bunny told me I shouldn't go back, and it's better that I didn't.
Oh, of course. You're still friends with Bunny, aren't you?
Of course I am. She raised me practically.
Well, I could have raised you, but you left, so like.
But I'm happy here. I've made friends. Like other than Bunny, then they're nice people. Some of them are a little strange.
Are they all like Bunny? Because if they're all like Bunny, then I don't think they're very nice.
You haven't even met Bunny. You just have this like concept of your head from what little you know about her.
Oh, I know enough about her, alright. You're just so blind. You can't even see it yourself.
But I don't. I don't get how you're here. I mean, our village is so far away. Did you walk here? Did you?
Of course I walked here. I would do anything for you. You know that, right? We promised. We remember we were friends when we were younger and we were always really close. I promised I would do anything for you. Of course I was gonna walk here. What do you expect?
But Rain, that was 10 years ago. I thought you'd,
Forget?
I guess. I've
Did
kinda...
did you forget about me?
No, of course not. I blocked everything from that village out of my head.
Well, we can go back if you want. We could see everything. You could see what happened and maybe
Why
we could
would
like
I
go
want to
back
go
there, you
back
know, like
there?
why wouldn't you?
Because
You were raised there.
but Islesbury is not a good place. They burnt every book that was about the gods. Us as humans need the gods.
Are you sure you did see the gods?
I didn't see them, but I have books
If you
about...
didn't, if you books, you know, books can be fictional as well, right? They could be fake. You don't have to like believe everything.
But that garden I told you about, remember when we were kids? I used to always talk about the Garden of Divinity, and I found it, and I went there, and I saw it in person.
I thought you said you didn't see. But okay, maybe the Garden of Divinity is real. But how do you know the goddesses? Maybe it's just a made-up place. Maybe they just like took inspiration from it.
That is my mother talking, and you sound just like her. Maybe I should have brought you with me. Then my mother's ideologies could have filled your head.
Well, you didn't take me, and you left. Didn't you?
But I had to.
You left me for years there, alone, with just her, and no one else.
What about the other townspeople?
I told you already, they all died. They all died in that giant accident that happened, and by that stupid scientist.
The scientist is still alive.
Well, we don't really know about that. I don't think anyone would really want him alive after what he did. He killed everyone. Everyone from that town was gone. Me and your mother were the only survivors.
Immunity or something.
Well, it was a long time ago. I don't really remember how I survived.
It was probably the gods that protected you because they...
The god? Would the god protect a city that no one believed in? No one there believed in the goddess. I don't understand why she would protect us.
Because the gods are good, right?
If I could take you there, I could show you everything. We could move back there if we wanted to, because maybe it's safer there. There could be so much we could remember. We could bond over that, right?
I don't know. I guess maybe it would be nice to go back.
It would be. It would be awesome. We could see so much.
And my
so many
mother's
old
not
things.
there.
Well, I already told you, no longer.
Because I don't think I could see my mother again. It would be too hard. What?
What is this? Oh, this looks nice. Is this like your house, or is it like, did you build this by yourself? Wow.
No, this is the goddess's temple. This is where she lived.
What?
Yeah, this is where I moved to after I left the village.
Wait, so you're telling me you left everyone there for a goddess?
Of
Come on,
course I did.
Firefly. Come on, Firefly. You can't be telling me that's a lie, right? You didn't leave me for this.
But I had to.
But you know you left. You just left without any notice and just disappeared, and then the entire fight thing happened, all the accidents, and you didn't even know about any of it. I don't even know how you didn't know about any
It's
of it.
not
It
my
was like
fault.
everywhere.
You know, my mother's also to blame. I was 7 years old and she never came looking for me. Did she even try?
You know, maybe she couldn't. How would you know?
I don't know. I need to talk to Bunny to be able to figure this all out because
Bunny? You going back to Bunny again?
of course.
Oh, well, of course you are.
She's my sister, my best friend.
Your sister? Your best friend? What about me? Do I even exist in your world anymore?
You were
I
my
thought we were
best friend 10
friends.
years ago. We hadn't talked
Yeah,
in so long. I didn't even know if you were alive or dead until you started sending me those letters, and I didn't even know it was you because you wouldn't sign the letters with your name. You just say an old friend like some. Ugh.
I thought you would remember me by that. Old friends, past, you know? Thought you'd probably be smart enough to figure that one out.
I haven't had time to process all of this. I still have all your letters. The first one you sent to me, I burned.
You... Oh.
Well,
Well, that's definitely something.
you didn't tell me who you were. I was confused and conflicted, and Bunny told me to.
Why are you still even friends with Bunny in the first place? I don't even understand. Personally, I don't believe that Bunny's really good influence on you.
But if you meet Bunny, then you'll understand. They're only trying to do what's best for me. You know, because I'm clueless. I didn't have any people.
Hey, you just admitted it yourself. You're clueless. How would you know that if Bunny's a good person or not?
I don't know. She's all I know because no one.
We have me now. We can leave. Remember, we could go back to the village without Bunny, without all this mess that you have here.
I don't want to go back.
Could guide you instead. I could be your guide instead of Bunny. Bunny's obviously not been a good influence, anyways.
Well,
We were best friends, right? We could literally rule the world if we wanted to.
That seems a little unnecessary, but you don't believe in the gods and goddesses, and if I stay with you, you'll lead me away from them, and I can't let you do that. You weren't there for me. You never came to visit me. You said you walked here. You could have walked here years ago, but you never did. And Bunny was here for me. And Bunny
I had to take care of your mother. The one that you left years ago.
Well, mother...
She was the only one left. I had no one else. I wasn't just gonna leave her to die alone.
She didn't love me. She loved me for who she wanted me to be. She wanted me to be like her little follower and disciple, and I couldn't do that because I wanted to follow my own path, but she wouldn't let me.
No, well, she didn't want you to go on and move here and like talk about this goddess thing they're talking about. And like try all your life and use everything you've been saving for just to find a goddess that probably, I'm gonna be honest with you, isn't real. You've been gone for like 10 years straight. I don't understand what you're talking about. I don't even think you knew your mother that well. She was one of the sweetest people in that village, and she was there for me when you weren't there for me either. I took care of her, she took care of me. She raised me. And I had to take care of her for the last few days, and you weren't even there to witness it.
If I agree to go back to the village with you, what will you give me in return?
protection. Maybe I'll just give in to this little goddess thing for a little bit. But only for your protection.
If I agree to go to our old village, will you come in? Will you agree to visit the Garden of Divinity with me?
Well, sure.
Really? Then I agree.
Well, that took a while, didn't it? Oh! Oh. Ah. You've always really been a stubborn one, haven't you? Always. Never really. Well, I'm happy you've agreed now. You've come to your senses finally, and I'm happy to hear it.
Thank you. But this is a deal, so don't go back on your side.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
And just when you go, please be careful and don't break anything.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you do, our deal will be off because this place is very sacred to me. And
It's okay, Firefly. I'm just here to protect you, right? I wanna push your boundaries too hard.
So this is the Garden of Divinity.
Well, I can see why they would use this as a inspiration. This is quite beautiful.
It is, and it is. Someday I can show you some of the books, so you can believe. And I know you think they're fiction, but you never know.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's kind of my fault that you have this mindset like my mother.
Well, I mean, we don't really know if she was right, was she? Like,
She wasn't though. She was just her old lady who took it out on the world, which she had no right doing.
I mean, I wouldn't put it that way.
Oh, I'm sorry about Bonesworth. He's a little rude. Ow. He's
Definitely
a cranky
have
old
some nice
man.
friends.
Yeah, well.
Is he one of your nice friends?
No, he's just old.
Hmm.
Will you be going to the ball on Saturday?
The boat?
Oh, you're new here. You probably haven't heard of it. The Ocean Kingdom, which I'm actually friends with, the Queen, Queen Bumble, is holding a ball, and I guess you could come if you would like, but you don't have to.
Will Bunny be there?
Yes, probably.
Well, I mean, if I don't have to have any contact with Bunny, then happily.
I guess you don't. There's no really requirement.